Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. There is mounting evidence here that either the government is more incompetent than originally thought or that the deep state has been deep stating very hard when it comes to Trump. Call me a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, but my money is on the latter. But before I jump into the newest developments here on the Trump assassination attempt and the cover-up that it looks like the government is running, this video is brought to you with the help of Blackout Coffee Company. They are a small family-owned roaster based in sunny Florida that has supported this channel and your rights for years. Whether it is coffee, tea, or hot chocolate, they have got you covered with a cup that you can feel good about, knowing your purchase helps support channels like mine and some of your favorite gun rights groups. So, to check them out, go to blackoutcoffee.com/libertydoll. Alright, so there have been some developments since we last chatted about this topic. First and foremost, everyone knows at this point that Kimberly Cheadle basically didn't answer any questions at her hearing and resigned. Well, we have had a couple more bombshells since then, the latest being video from the stage where you can actually see crooks running across the roof in the distance, in full view of the stage and the Secret Service snipers that were there, and despite the treacherous slope that was too dangerous for the Secret Service. The video only came to light now because it was actually taken by James Copenhaver, one of the men wounded at the rally when he was shot twice. He's been recovering in the hospital and then a rehab center this whole time. He was shot both in the arm and the abdomen and is just finally now getting the footage out. The video was taken at 6:08 p.m., 3 minutes before crooks began shooting. Copenhaver's video unfortunately ends before the shooting, so we can't see the rest, but it does raise even more questions as to how this was all allowed to happen. Like, how did they not see the guy? But I suppose that question might be answered later in this video. We've also learned that crooks visited the rally site on July 7th, a week before the attempt, and on the day of the rally even flew a drone over the area. Leaked text messages have also been released showing local police sharing texts and photos of crooks 90 minutes before the shooting. Now, courtesy of local police and Congressman Ron Johnson, we have also learned that the issue was not, my friends, the slope on the roof, the excuse that Cheadle had given. No. But it was that they were simply told not to go on the roof and to instead set up on ground level facing the crowd, which also had some issues I'll get to in a minute. Then we got another new video, this time showing cops surrounding the building crooks was on for 2 minutes before the shooting, with Trump speaking in the background. That footage was released by a local resident who had been at the rally, and that footage was also only just released because he was detained and the footage was confiscated by the FBI. But it turns out the Secret Service didn't bother to meet with local law enforcement before the rally, and a meeting scheduled for that morning just didn't happen. So among all the other issues, local law enforcement and the feds weren't on the same radio channels. So the Secret Service said that they couldn't confirm whether the guy running on the roof or being reported by the police and the bystanders and all of these other people, they couldn't confirm whether or not he was law enforcement, and that's why they didn't engage or pull Trump off the stage. I feel like better safe than sorry is a motto they should probably have, so I don't know why that wasn't followed here. Again, incompetence or deep stating. Then we got a leaked email from a Secret Service technician warning about another possible assassination attempt in the next 30 days. Officials attempted to delete and hide that email. And now, there's more. We have a special congressional task force investigating, and 2 former snipers in Congress are upset that they weren't included on the team, so now one of them, Corey Mills, has announced that he is going to run his own investigation. Mills wrote, "I wish the members of Speaker Johnson's task force well and think it's time for a parallel independent investigation with subject matter experts, or SMEs, and the whistleblowers who've already come forward that myself and Rep. Eli Crane and Benny Johnson have spoken with. I will be speaking with other members, and although I won't have subpoena powers, I will personally fund whatever is required for additional staff to further investigate and expose the truth." And now with all of that, we have the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake, I think, is that Senator Ron Johnson, who chairs the committee overseeing the investigation into the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, has warned that the FBI cannot be trusted. AKA, someone is finally saying the quiet part out loud, as that part has been evident for quite some time. It was evident when it came out the FBI was watching people just for being Trump supporters, buying Bibles, or watching alternative media. We knew it when certain FBI members were implicated in the Russiagate hoax against Trump. The FBI has been weaponized for quite some time. And I mean, we all know that it was either the FBI or the CIA that did Kennedy. That is plenty reason enough for me to not trust the FBI, but Johnson's comments specifically were in reference to the FBI giving testimony that Crooks was a far-right, pro-Trump, anti-immigrant extremist, which makes a strange motive. Their evidence is anti-Semitic and anti-immigrant posts that he made online when he was 14 years old. It later came out from the founder of Gab himself that Crooks had actually expressed leftist, pro-immigrant, pro-lockdown, pro-Biden views much more recently on that platform, which for some reason the FBI didn't find pertinent in their testimony. As proof that this exists, Gab's founder posted part of the FBI's information request. So we know the FBI was looking, we know what account they were looking at, and we know the content of that account. And the FBI just didn't tell anyone. I can't really say that I am surprised. Well, no. Let me amend that before I even finish that sentence. I am surprised that all of these little pieces are actually coming out. So I wonder, like, is this just the stuff that's getting uncovered, or they're not working that hard to hide and there's way worse stuff underneath? Probably, of course. Or are they that incompetent about covering their butts? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I feel like I've got to read on you folks on this, but let me know down in the comments what you think. In the meantime, do all the rest of the algorithm things, please. And as always, guys, thank you for tuning in and happy shooting. Again, that outro feels really weird to say at the end of this topic.